Welcome to Instant Replay. It's Zlatan's world, and we're just living in it. I'm Andrew Wiebe. That's Bobby Warshaw. We are running through the most controversial plays from MLS Week 5, and we start, where else, Bobby? El Tráfico. And no, we have no questions about that first goal from Zlatan. But the second goal? People are saying he's offside. People are saying the offside line is afraid of Zlatan. But Bobby, was he offside?
Yes, he was offside, but at the same time, I don't blame the referees for missing on the field. It was so close, and it's so close that it's also not clear and obvious. If it's not clear and obvious, video review should not change it. We know it's offside, but at the same time...
No. We don't know it's offside. You know it's offside. I think this play is onside, and I thought it live as well. Look, I think he's even with the ball. Soccer Photonometry helped us out here. He went to his mathematical model, and he says he's not sure. 6-inch offside is his feeling, but he doesn't have the right angles. I think when you look back at this, referee Mark Geiger, AR Frank Anderson, and VAR Kevin Stott have a tough decision to make here, and they made the right one. He is onside. It is so close. Advantage goes to the attacker. Advantage goes to Zlatan. Zlatan doesn't get checked. He doesn't get reviewed. Zlatan checks and reviews, and he's onside.
We're going to agree to disagree on that one, Andrew. But now let's move to Orlando, where referee Jair Marufo had to referee. I don't really know what we would call that.
I think he had to referee a brawl at times between Aurelian Collin and Dom Dwyer, and we will get to that, no doubt about that. But we'll start in the 18th minute, where the Red Bulls had a PK shout. Vincent Bezecourt is steaming into the box. Mohamed Al-Munir comes through, and that looks like contact, but does it make it a penalty kick?
No, it doesn't. Both players made a play for the ball, and Al-Munir just got there slightly first. At that point, it's his ball to act on. Bezecourt came in after him.
Yeah, I think he's got position here. I think you're right. Good no call there from Jair Marufo, but I think Marufo was off on this play in the 26th minute. This is Dom Dwyer's tying goal to make the game 2-2, and look at this. I think he gets his forearm into Luis Robles and pushes him into his own net. Robles is furious. I don't think the goal should have still counted.
I agree with you. It shouldn't have counted, but it's happening fast on the field. You can't blame the referee for not being sure. At that point, it goes to video review. Is it clear and obvious, Andrew? No, it's not. So how do you overturn it?
I don't know, man. It looks obvious to me, but let us know in the comment section below. Let's keep it rolling here. 39th minute. Aurelian Collin, Dom Dwyer, as I said, basically Monday Night Raw for most of this game. And this is a rough-looking foul. And look, Orlando wanted a second yellow card. They wanted Aurelian Collin off. Should he been sent off?
Who was the foul on? I would have said the foul is on Dom Dwyer. Collin there. He's going to play at the ball, and here comes Dwyer coming in. The foul should have been on Dwyer.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Collin plays the ball. I think Dwyer knows what he's doing. Yes, he does. He slips in underneath. I don't think that's a foul. Look, this is just one of many instances between these two. I think it's good game management by Marufo to keep his card in his pocket. But look, off the ball, we've talked about violent conduct a lot this year. Cam Lindley and Kaku, in the 47th minute here, you didn't see it live, but they went back to the replay. Bobby, but is that violent conduct?
Andrew, you know I give players a really long leash for soccer plays, but this petty crap, this should be a red card. This should not be tolerated.
Yeah, off the ball, he comes to the back room. The first time I watched it, I said, nah, yellow cards for both. But as you zoom in, as you slow it down here, yeah, there's Kaku with the leg coming right through him. That's violent conduct for me. Send him off. We'll see what the disciplinary committee has to say about that this week. Finally, 61st minute, Will Johnson cleans out Vincent Bezecourt. A lot of people yelling for a red card on this play. You think it should have happened?
No, it shouldn't have been able to have been a foul. Will Johnson won the ball cleanly. Sometimes in soccer, people hit each other hard. Not a foul, definitely not a red card.
Marufo said no foul, 50-50 challenge there, and ultimately, I think we're okay with that.
And from there, Andrew, we moved to Minnesota, where Atlanta defender Leandro Gonzalez-Perez was shown a red card for a second yellow offense by referee Chris Penso.
He was, but he was not happy about it. He stayed on the field for about a minute afterwards, arguing over this one. I'm not sure what he's arguing about. The first yellow, clear. Yellow card, caution. The second yellow, what are you doing? The ball is out of bounds. The player is slowing down. You size him up, check out that little glance, and then you come in with the shoulder. Now, look, he knocked him into the boards, and that's probably what got him the yellow, but I don't have a problem with this one. Can't do that, man, especially on a caution.
I don't have a problem with him sizing up the player. That's what you do sometimes. If the ball is out of bounds, you're on a yellow, the boards are right there. He should have known better. Yellow card is the right call.
To Columbus we go. Jose Carlos Rivero in the center of the park, head referee in this one, and we start with Vancouver because Kai Kamara wanted a penalty. We talked a lot about pros initiatives here, pulling and tugging in the box is one of them. Hector Jimenez definitely pulls. Does that make this a PK?
It does make it a PK. Sometimes players push each other over in the box, and we should not call it. But this time, when you're moving full speed like that and someone tugs you, it makes an impact.
Yeah.
That should be that.
I was doubting it when I watched it, but now that I see it back, I think you're right. I think he pulls him. I think it's intentional. I think that's a PK, and it didn't get called here. Remy Touchon, the VAR in this one, he would have a great call later on. Let's go to Jordan Much, though. The arm into the face of Christian Martinez here. Martinez got a bloody nose, but was it a red card? To me, that elbow's not high. To me, he doesn't swing it.
No, he used the elbow to jump, not to hit Martinez, not excessive force, not a red card. Good call by the referee.
That's the difference in heights for me. Now, here's that good call we were talking about. Alphonso Davies is off and running. He rounds the goalkeeper. He scores. He is pumped up. But then it goes to video review. And as we see later, this is a handball, right? I mean, come on. You see his arm kind of move to it. Yeah, I think you got to call that one back.
We didn't know what it was at first. We were curious, but yes, the referees made a great call. Alphonso Davies does lean into the ball with his hand. Well done by the referee.
What is it with the Sounders and violent conduct? Out to CenturyLink we go for this game against the Montreal Impact. Ismail Elfath is the referee. You might remember him from that Vancouver-Atlanta match. And what is Kelvin Leerdam doing? We're not sure. We didn't see it the first time around. We all thought, why'd they go to video review? Why'd they give the red card? This is a bad call. Turns out it was the right call.
It was confusing at first, but Andrew, I'll just say, if you ever slap me like that, we're going to have a problem.
Uh-oh. Now I just want to slap you, Bobby, but you can see it right here. Kelvin Leerdam, it's quick. Ah, yes, but he raises the hand, goes right across the face there. That is definitely a red card, violent conduct. The blue side of New York went to San Jose and got a 2-1 win, but Bobby, I think it should have been 3-1. Go to the 86th minute here. Maxi Morales goes down under some sort of challenge here from Nick Lima. No call from Armando Villarreal. They checked it. They did not pull it back for video review. I think that's a PK, man. I think Lima gets contact on the back of his leg.
I agree with you. It should have been a PK, but if we look at where the referee is here, you can understand why he didn't call it. He just can't see the contact. His angle, he only sees Lima. He can't see where Lima would hit Morales. I understand why he didn't call it. He missed it, but it makes sense.
I think you got a review on this one. I think there is clear and obvious evidence that that's a PK, but they did not call it. Let's move on.
And now, Andrew, it's time for the weekly Dog Show segment.
All right.
We moved to Houston, where Soren Stoica called Dog Show and gave DeMarcus Beasley the red card.
And this is an easy call. Look, Christian Padilla is in behind. He's 1v1 with the keeper. Here comes DeMarcus Beasley. There's contact there. He pushes him from behind. Red card. Good call from Stoica.
So Friday night action here. We're in Toronto, Andrew. Referee Alan Chapman called the first penalty of the match in the 14th minute.
Yeah, Damir Kreilach comes sliding in, and I don't think there's any doubt here. It hits his arm, and some people are saying, hey, that's a natural position. Ball to arm. I'm saying, I don't care. Last-ditch effort on the part of Kreilach. He took a risk, and he pays for it. Ultimately, he's trying to make himself as big as possible to block this ball. Block it with your feet, block it with your body, block it with your head. That's all good, but if you block it with your arm, that's a PK. What if this is on the goal line? Come on now. That goes to the spot.
As a player, I'm annoyed with you, but Andrew, your logic is flawless. They made the right call.
We finished things in Kansas City. Sporting KC, DC, and Baldomero Toledo's in charge of this one. And in the 70th minute, he had a possible red card here that he said wasn't even a yellow. Chris Durkin comes in hard on Johan Crozet.
And we can see that Durkin comes in with his studs exposed at the ball, and the question is that excessive force? Could Durkin have gone for the ball without putting his studs toward Jose's foot?
I think there's a possibility that he's endangering the safety of the opponent here. I don't think it's excessive force. I don't think he lunges in from afar. I think it's reckless. Should have been a yellow card, though. That's it for us here on Instant Replay. Remember, if you see something, say something. Use the hashtag Instant Replay at MLS Week 6. We'll be back next Monday.